You are listening to 89.3 FM The Bone. And you can also be heard right now. You can also be hearing us right now on AM 1400 The Growler. And if you are watching us on local access, channel number 22, oh man. And thank you for joining us. It is South Tucson Youth Football. It's a big, big night. It is Rivalry Week. It's Rivalry Week, y'all. It's big. It's week 4. We start conference play. This is what it all comes down to. And we're kind of just taking some time until hopefully the IRM thing can get some Hogan versus Flair people coming over here. First hot take of the night, Galaxy Quest does not get as much love as it should. Oh boy. It is Rivalry Week, which means that it's conference play, because the spoiler in all of this is, if you're not familiar with South Tucson Youth Football, because there are so many meaningless and manufactured rivalries in college football, South Tucson was like, we got to get on to that. So literally every conference game from week 4 to 10 is a rivalry game. Every week going forward is Rivalry Week, and every game will be played for a meaningless trophy. Now let's get things started. Without further ado, our first half, our doubleheader tonight will be in the Foreign Legion, that conference, which has been a strong conference so far this season. It, I believe, hosts one of our 4 remaining undefeated teams. The Foreign Legion, that'll be one of our later games. Our later game will be Danish lose Chutney House 3-0 in non-conference play, taking on Francois Creperie. However, we will start things off, and I'll pull down the logo with this one, Kebab Barkers, out of the Oriental Division. I didn't name it. That is someone else. Taking on Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House out of the Pinko Division. This is a cross-divisional game. Both these teams are 2-1. Had a strong start to the season. Let's see what I can pull up on them. Let's see, why is that not actually helping me out here? All right, cool. Let's get some info on these teams. First off, we had Kebab Barkers. That's not correct. They're not 2-1. Or they're not 1-2, rather. Huh. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I gotta fix my spreadsheet. Cool. Well, let's go to the schedule then and figure out what happened with them. Kebab Barkers had a strong showing. They lost to Hacking Jeans in week 1. Came back strong with a 7-0 win over Shifty Lou's Arcade, which is impressive until Shifty Lou's just has not been getting things going. And then in week 3, they got a big win in overtime over the Mulch Hut. Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House had a little bit of a tougher journey. They beat 1-800 in a high-scoring affair in week 1. Came out and lost to Busted Rubber Auto and Tire Repair in week 2, and came back in a double overtime win over Captain Chuck's Adventure Taxi in week 3. That's how they got to their 2-1. So really tough schedule for Mama Lugano's. Very impressive schedule for them, and we're going to be seeing what they can do. I'm going to see if anyone else is here to join me. We'll see who we got going on. But yeah, I got in a note somewhere. I'm going to find out what the... there it is. Okay. As we know, this is always Rivalry Week. Let's go ahead and get to Star Watch first. Star Watch, brought to you by Wall to Wall Salve. Don't be a salve, not be a salve. Starting things off with Kebab Barkers. Their star players, one of them missed picture day, and that is their defensive back, their captain, Rex Nefect. That's Rex and then Nefect, like effect, but with an N in front of it. That's his name. Also, we see outside linebacker on the left there, Kirkpatrick. And, of course, their star wide receiver in the middle there, Nick Arcade for Kebab Barkers. And let's look over at Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. We've seen them already once this season. I believe we showed a game of theirs. I believe we showed the game again, them versus Busted Rubber, I think it was. That is their star quarterback, Carson Brown. In the middle there is outside linebacker Bash Brothers. And not shown because he missed picture day, running back Marvelous Virgin. So I'm going to go ahead and see who the chat's got in this one. Who you guys got in this one? Yes, in our Hitbox chat, SCXCR says that Rex Neffect just wants to zoom, 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 and lay down the boom, boom, and hopefully get a win for his team. Let's see. Well, I think Lee Corso may be a little on the... Oh, dang it. I'm going to save that for the next one. I'm going to save that for the next Star Watch. I don't want to even use that. OTT Hodge think Mama Lugano's big. People like Mama Lugano's got a pick for Kebab Barkers. Let's see. We got one person in the Hitbox chat. Yeah, hopefully if you're watching on a Hitbox, then I appreciate that you like the lack of delay. Hang out in the Twitch chat. Even just pop out the Twitch chat so you can chat with people. That's where everyone seems to be hanging out with now. I guess they like the quality better. But anyway, let's go down to the Muni. No word on Lee Corso. He'll be calling the prediction for the next game. You are looking live at Municipal Field number 157 for the first half of our doubleheader. It's in the Foreign Legion. And these are two teams that started off at 2-1 in non-conference play. We enter rivalry week. These two teams, Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, Kebab Barkers, the home team. They're going to receive this ball. Mama Lugano's kicking off left to right on your radio dial. Kebab Barkers in their home jerseys, orange helmets, and a lighter orange, maybe yellowy pants. They are returning this one. They're going to start things off at what looks like their own 33. And, of course, Mama Lugano's in their standard white and black away jerseys, white jerseys with black pants and black helmets. Of course, this is a rivalry. So we of course, have the trophy ready at the sidelines. It is going to be great. Graham Bush with a rush for a loss. Jonathan Kent with the tackle on that one. Mama Lugano's are a very strong team. They've got a very strong schedule considering their non-conference opponents. They want to win this one. We didn't see this one last season, so of course we are not aware that they're playing, of course, for an important trophy. This trophy, the Mountain Dew bottle, half filled with Mountain Dew and half filled with tobacco spit that someone left in the bleachers last month, but no one wants to touch it. That is, and I will repeat that because it bears repeating. I'm also going to file that away into the table that I have, so if we ever do this game again, I can read it again. Let's see, this would be Kebab Barkers, Mama Lugano's. They are playing for the Mountain Dew bottle, half filled with Mountain Dew and half filled with tobacco spit that somebody left in the bleachers last month, but nobody wants to touch it. There you go. So a very honored trophy to be had. And, of course, Danish Lou's Chutney House and Francois Creperie are the late game. And there will be a trophy that you may remember from last season because this is an aired game, so you'll know that one. Oh, yeah, there's lots of trophies. And, oh, my goodness, a fumble on the punt, but picks it back up. Just lets it fall right through his hands, picks it up, and then proceeds to go next to nowhere with that one. Ball starts on the 48 line. Oh, it's going to be a late one for me because, because it's late. And Marvelous Virgin starts things off with a 4-yard rush, 4-yard gain on that one. And let's see what exactly their offense can do. They're going to hand it off again. Marvelous Virgin, another 4. 3rd and 2. And now's a good time to tell you that Mama Lugano's are running the offense of Baylor. So hopefully they're just doing the offense and not any other sort of whatever. And that's going to be a rush right up the middle. Marvelous Virgin, 17 yards. A very emphatic first down. Only needed 2. Got 17, 25 yards on this drive for Marvelous Virgin. And that Baylor-style offense is really penetrating without any sort of consent from the Kebab Barkers defense. Yep, there's the joke. I made it now, so we don't have to later. A lot of time for Carson Brown. Throws it away. I really want to know what that video is, but I'm afraid to click it. I'm going to go ahead and do it here and see what the hell it is. Oh, okay, that's what that was. Gotcha. Okay, it's that. There we go. And a 2-yard loss from Marvelous Virgin on the throw from Carson Brown. It's his first completion. It's for negative yardage. Oh, I guess that's why we like to see these high-scoring games from teams like Mama Lugano's. We'll get to Kebab Barkers when they have the ball. I think that's a good time to do it. Oh, hey, Roll Fizzlebeef. Thanks for finally following me on Twitch. That's nice of you. Oh, God. Kebab Barker's fight song is totally the yodeler from Cliffhangers in Price is Right. That's outstanding. Just to let you know, that's what was clicked. What was linked in the chat for those of you watching on YouTube. Which, again, thank you. Also, if you're watching this, hopefully that means that the Week 3 highlights video has gone out already. So I'm sorry there'll be a little bit of delay in getting this one out. I want to get the Week 3 highlights video done first. And I want to do that. Want to get that on YouTube before the Week 4 videos go up there. So apologies to that for the delay that I'm already predicting is going to happen. But there we go. Graham Bush, after the punt, gets it for 7 yards. And Kebab Barkers now with the... You know, I forgot that I put like the little Price is Right name tag logo on their uniform in the spot where the Price is Right name tag logo would be, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pat myself on the back for that nice little detail. I was helped. By the way, you have my girlfriend to thank for this game because I showed her the 8 games that I was like, I don't know which 2 of these 8 to show tonight. And I was like, pick one. And she's like, and she looked at that one and started chuckling. And I'm like, you're laughing at Kebab Barkers, aren't you? And she goes, yes, I am. So I'm like, yeah, I'm particularly proud of that pun. I really, really am. It's one of my favorite puns that I've made. And I love the logo.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Whoa, that's harsh. Is it true that fat tourists who go to Kebab Barkers think that the food there costs $300? Yeah, but there's always the one asshole who just shouts $1 at the end as if that's gonna work. So yeah, I'm particularly a big fan of Kebab Barkers. Garth Diggs, that's the quarterback of Kebab Barkers, sacked for a loss. I think I picked Danish Lou versus Francois Creperie because someone or more than one person put that in the Discord. And Danish Lou is an undefeated team. Let's see if they can keep their undefeated streak alive. It's a pretty strong. Start to the season. I think they would have. I think if they get a 4th win, they'll actually match what they did the entire season last year. Oh Jesus Christ, that's unnecessary. Trey Oliver picks it up off the bounce, and DeAngelis just shoves him to the ground, starting things off on the 30 on their own 31. Hello, Blinky.
Howdy. You are looking live at Gimmick Infringement. Upon Gimmick Infringement, it's 2 layers of Gimmick Infringement and drunk, and it's rivalry week.
Oh God, are you really? This is outstanding.
No.
Okay.
No, not really. I
What are we gimmick
infringing?
What are we gimmick infringing? The Kebab Barkers thing?
We are gimmick infringing the You Are Looking Live.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing it from you, who is doing
whatever.
it from Brent Musburger.
Yeah, I'm doing it from Musburger. Because I never get tired of hearing it, and I love doing it. I'm like, it'd just be funny to do it every time. Trey Oliver, you're gonna play Plinko for the reconstruction of your spine. Jesus. Oh, tries to fit that pass in. Good defense. Carson Brown going for a very tough one.
Okay, on a shoot, the moment where where the 3 contestants going from the showcase all spin $1 is gold.
How do they solve that with just a spin-off again?
Ah, gosh.
I mean, they all get paid, but then they got to spin off again, I assume.
I don't even know how it ended. I just know that it was fantastic. They all ended at $1.
That's fantastic. All on the first spin, or do they all like total it? I feel like the ladder is probably more impressive.
They all totaled $1.
That's great.
I would say it would be more impressive to get it all in one spin 3 consecutive times.
Maybe so. Although I don't know, you can kind of like, I mean, if you spin it, if it starts on the $1 and then you spin it and then it lands on $1, then you know how hard you have to spin it. You can kind of gauge that. But it's like, nah, if the first person spins like 35 and then 65. The next one gets 40 and 60. And the next one gets 15 and 85. And you're like, what the hell? How does that even happen? That's six. That's 6 perfect spins. And Kebab Barker is now in the Mama Lugano's side of the field. Oh, tackle in the backfield. Graham Bush, loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Bash Brothers, one of the star players of Mama Lugano's, with the tackle.
Bash Brothers, Triplets, Kilpatrick, and of course the Snowman, Carson Brown.
Carson Brown, indeed.
And
of course, and of course, the running back for Mama Lugano's, Marvelous Virgin, who's put up some good stats so far, but they have been unable to get into the end zone. It's scoreless after 1.
Just like my sex life, am I right? Yuck, yuck.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please. Take my wife, please.
We just high-five here in the studio at 89.3 FM, The Bone. And a nice rush by Graham Bush, 12 yards. He's 2 yards short of the first down marker, but they are continuing to move the ball forward. 36-yard line, 3rd and 2. They're set up with one in the I-back formation, handing it off to Bush again. He's got 5. That's enough for a first down. And Kebab Barkers, that's 37 yards on 10 rushes for Graham Bush so far. That's a strong start to this game. Kebab Barkers. I don't think I actually risked. They are running the pistol offense. So there you go. And the quarterback keeps that one, and the play kind of broke down. Garth Diggs gets 2 yards, 2nd and 8. So we got Baylor, which is what Mama Lugano's is running on offense. And by the way, yeah, when I say this is their offense, this is their playbook, it's only offense. Their defense is just one of the generic ones they're given. I didn't even write it down because it doesn't really matter too much. Diggs, 2-yard rush there because these kids are stupid and playing defense. And Kebab Barkers are running the pistol offense. So
playing defense is just rush at the guy who's got.
Yeah,
the
it's a
ball.
bunch of kids running around Like, you ever see that video of the blind kid playing football, and it's like this inspirational story, and then they just show him running around not knowing what the hell is happening? And you shouldn't be laughing, but you do because it's hilarious.
Kebab Barker's getting these first downs as close to the actual retail yardage
They
as
really
possible
are.
without going yonder.
They really are, but that one, no problem going over there. Phillip Owens, the backup running back, 8 yards up the middle, giving Bush some rest. You know, the way these kids play defense, some of them could be blind and we'd never know the difference. That is a great line, by the way. Actual retail yards, damn it. Connor Triplett with a 1-yard gain on that. 2nd and 9 for Kebab Barkers. Ball is on the 14-yard line, which I think would be that's a makeable field goal if it comes to that. Diggs is going to keep rushing forward. 7 yards, 3rd and 3. And that is absolutely a makeable field goal now.
But you never want to assume with the kicking the way it is in South Tucson.
Yes. And with the wind, which is right now non-existent. Just because it's Arizona. And Owens brought down for a loss. 4th and 5. Probably going to bring the field goal unit now.
The only wind is going to be broken inside the grandstands because it's 50-cent chili night down at the
Ooh. At 50-cent chili, nice. And
it's got extra spice and it will give you extra gas.
Mm-hmm. And of course, in typical Kebab Barkers fashion, if you buy a concession, if someone in front of you buys some sort of snack or concession and you pay $1 more for the same thing, you get to take theirs.
Ah, yes.
All you gotta do is just bid $1 more, and they'll get mad at you. Kick is up and good, of course, and it's Mama Lugano starting things off from their own 36-yard line.
Everybody just converged on Marvelous Virgin on that kickoff.
And again, he is stopped in the backfield. Ramon Nichols. Ramon. And Marvelous Virgin, 4 rushes for 23 yards. Need to help him out. He's got the team goes as he goes, but Carson Brown going to throw it. Nice caught, turn, and a 9-yard catch returns Hart. 3rd and 3. I'm pretty sure since I didn't edit any of the kickers, they're all lefties. They're whatever the generic cupcake roster kicker is. I didn't really change anything outside of the 3-star players, and that's going to be Carson Brown keeping it up the middle, 8 yards and a first down.
The total improbability that we recruit all these kids that are left-footed kickers.
Yes. No, well, in South Tucson, they just teach. Well, the kicking coach, the only kicking coach they have is lefty, so he doesn't know how to teach them righty. So all these kids have to learn to kick lefty. Brent Walden makes the reception. No gain on that one.
I'd imagine we'd get more yards in these punting if we recruited a bunch of kids with that Tom Dempsey foot.
Or if we just amputated kids' foots and gave them clubs. And up. What are you drinking, folks?
Personal foul.
It is Dr. Pepper. It is actually one of a mystery brand of generic store brand Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
Of course.
I think it's, looking at the can, it's the South Tucson brand one, right?
Yes.
It's Mr.
Dr. Fuck.
Dr. Fuck. It's amazing how popular it is in stores. And a catch by Marvel's Virgin, 2nd and 8. I've got ranch dressing. I've got it straight out of the bottle. I got to just put a big milkshake straw in it. And I made a little milkshake out of ranch dressing. I put the bottle in the freezer for a little bit to get kind of that like ice creamy consistency. Shoved a big milkshake straw in it, and I'm just taking hits off it.
Automatic first down.
I hear that's going to be the new flavor at Cookout. Of course, South Tucson Youth Football would not be possible without our entire staff of top doctors, including Dr. Choice, Dr. Bold, Dr. Perfect, Dr. Bob, Dr. Wow, Real Doctor.
Cool, I got time to get a drink while you read this.
Dr. K, Dr. Shaw's, Dr. A+, Dr. Stripes, Dr. Chill, Dr. Skipper, The Doctor, Dr. Tremor, Dr. Snap, Dr. Perky, Dr. Shasta, Dr. Becker, Dr. Spice, Dr. Fine Soda, Dr. Zevia, Dr. Dynamite, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
I like the throwing at the end. By the way, H-Town is drinking olive oil. Roll Fizz is drinking melted down President's Choice Memories of Butter. Their take on I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Memories of Butter. That's outstanding.
Schrodinger's butter.
Yeah. So I still have yet to partake of Cookout. And that fumble is returned by Bob Barkers, and they start things off. Ivan Mathis with the first catch. They got to move deep out of their own end of the field. It's 2nd and 4. That's a good start. I still have never had Cookout, and the problem is that Cookout is not anywhere close to me. My girlfriend and I spent a couple days in Charlottesville, Virginia, where University of Virginia is. A very nice place. There was a Cookout that we drove past a couple times from like the bed and breakfast we were staying at. Connor Triplett, 8-yard catch, 1st and 10 for Kebab Barkers. They're going to have the ball on their own 25. But that's going to be the end of the half. They're going to go ahead and take that into the half. 3-0. I'll get to my story later because we got to pay some bills here. And, of course, it's a low-scoring affair. 3-0. Kebab Barkers leading Mama Lugano's legitimate spaghetti.
Slugfest on Rivalry Week.
Yes, and this Rivalry Week is brought to you by the all-new 2017 Nissan Laugh-Finder. It comfortably seats 8, but it uncomfortably makes you listen to stories about how much better things were in the old days when Reagan was president. Also, South Tucson would not be possible. South Tucson Youth Football would not be possible if it weren't for some of our wonderful local sponsors, many of whom sponsor some of these teams. Local sponsors like Inconspicuous Party Supplies. Hey, keep it the fuck down, okay? Look, you're having a party. It's fine, okay? Just take this fucking paper bag and just go. Just take it. It's got some streamers. It's got those little noisemakers. It's got those little kind of things where you spin them around. It goes. You got those? All right, good. Just
Here's the deal. You don't open this and you don't tell anybody what's in this bag until you get to the Chuck E. Cheese's.
Until your party is ready to start. And hey, if anyone asks you where you got this stuff,
it wasn't from us.
Wasn't from us. We don't need this kind of advertising. Okay? We don't need this kind of advertising. You know, it's inconspicuous party supplies. Located at, hey, you know what? What's all the questions? Why you want to know where we're located at, huh? I think we got as much of that as we can, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
They're of course in a joint partnership with Mama Lugano's for birthday parties.
They really are.
It's the power of small businesses bonding together.
Yes, Mama Lugano's. Take the gun, leave the spaghetti. And that's going to be a big run. Marvelous Virgin brought down by the 20. Huge rush by Marvelous Virgin. Got about 50 yards on that one.
Immaculate run.
I'm 45.
Watching the replay, just seeing how it breaks down. He gets a block and he is just sprinting all the way up the field.
All the way to the 21. Huge gain by Marvelous Virgin. That puts Mama Lugano's in the driver's seat here early in the third quarter. Handing off to Virgin again. Gets another 6 yards. And that's 82 yards off of 8 rushes for Marvelous Virgin. Obviously, mostly thanks to that previous run on the previous play.
Good job by the Mama Lugano's offensive line there.
Juking and jiving. Gets down to the 4, 11 yards up the middle. Marvelous Virgin again.
This defensive line of Kebab Barkers right now is having an absolutely wretched time to start the second half of this game.
They really are. I think they got caught napping, and that's going to be, they bring in Gilbert Fountain at running back to punch it in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Mama Lugano's.
These boys on the offensive line for Mama Lugano's, they certainly filled with pasta, Italian sausage, and any other ingredients, but you didn't hear that from us.
They are carbo loading, and they just moved it downfield with relative ease. It's 7-3. Kebab Barkers just got punched in the mouth coming into this first half, and looks like someone on Kebab Barkers just got punched in the mouth for real. Everyone take a sip. Oh, it's good ranch.
What's up, dudes? Ranch me, bro.
Oh, God. I forgot about that. Oh, my God. So back to Cookout, because I forgot that ranch dressing is the new... Oh, Jesus Christ. Chip Goff just got leveled. He just got murdered. Oh, that kid's got a broken freaking neck. Just gets back elbowed and just lands on his head. On his dang head.
He's going for the end zone, and his momentum stops. It's a good catch on the flat.
Nice handoff and wide open. Oh, they commit to the entire right side of the field. Breaks the tackle. And Kebab Barkers are in for the touchdown. It's Garth Diggs, the quarterback, keeps it. And look at that. They all commit to the right side of the field.
What a run.
Wide open. One defender to beat. He is able to shake him free. And
Diggs with one of the plays of the season so far with that run.
Huge play. Party on, Garth. And it is 10-7. Kebab Barkers have retaken this lead, and they just returned the favor to Mama Lugano's. And all of a sudden, we got a fast-paced affair here. I think this is going to be a very different second half. We'd like to hope so.
As only rivalry week can deliver for this prestigious trophy that Kebab Barkers and Mama Lugano's are playing for.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Thank you for reminding me. Because, and we have Seth to thank for this one. He did offer this one in an email to me today. Oh, Carson Brown keeping that one, gets 18 yards and a first down, takes it over to the 49-yard line, over the 50, and now they're in Kebab Barkers territory. This has suddenly become a very fast-paced game. These two teams playing for, of course, the Mountain Dew bottle, half filled with Mountain Dew and half filled with tobacco spit that somebody left in the bleachers last month, but nobody wants to touch it.
That's right, the Mountain Dew bottle, half filled with Mountain Dew, half filled with tobacco seed that somebody left in the bleachers last night, but nobody wants to talk about.
But someone is going to touch it tonight, and it's going to be the winning team. They're going to rally around. They're going to go to the sidelines, grab that bottle, and hold it aloft.
The skull gives it a very sophisticated taste.
Yes. Now I need to see who held this last season. It's currently held by Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. They won this matchup 31-21 last season. So they're currently the holders of this, and of course they hosted that game. So Kebab Barkers now have the home game. Yeah, unless it's Mama Lugano's, then they didn't lift nothing.
What trophy? Please.
Yeah, what trophy? Hey, who said anything about a trophy? And I'm gonna get the stat up of our second game. There we go. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now I have the info on the second game if I need it. Excellent. Yay. Meanwhile, Mama Lugano's really pushing it downfield. Handoff. Marvelous. Oh, it's Gilbert Fountain. I didn't realize it was the 7, not the 2 on his jersey. I didn't see the number. That's 3rd and 3. And a reminder to me that I think I need to turn down the fatigue a little bit so we don't get these backups as much. I want to see Marvelous Virgin rushing.
These kids need some more Tucson.
Or I turn down when they get subbed out. Gerard Davis pass up the middle for a touchdown. Mama Lugano's have the lead once more. And that is just a nice slant route. Beats his man.
Plenty of time to make the throw. Just hits him right in the hands.
And extra point is up and good. 14-10. Mama Lugano's take the lead yet again. And it has been a back and forth lead. They have been exchanging the lead since the second quarter when the scoring began. It was 3-0 going into the half. Nick Arcade for the return of 20 yards. And let's see. It's interesting to see. I mean, we really don't know which team is really benefiting by this fast pace. I would go ahead and say Mama Lugano's, but Kebab Barkers, every time I think that, seem to prove me wrong, and they pull off a couple big plays. I mean, I think these kids just don't know what it means to be tired, and that, again, is because they go to school about 3 weeks a year. They literally don't understand the meaning of being tired.
That's true. Because our education system may have failed these children, but our football league certainly will not.
Dang right. We got to hope at least someone's going to get recruited somewhere. It's the best chance of getting out of this town. And they're going to start 2nd and 1 right now on the 45-yard line. That is Diggs. Throwing it, caught by Connor Triplett, an 11-yard catch and a first down. His second catch of the game. That kid's got 19 yards so far. Garth Diggs not throwing it a lot, but is perfect when he does. 5 for 5, 35 yards. An impressive stat line, to say the least. Hands it off the bush. Oh, and he stopped. He had a good outlet, but they closed that down. But there's a flag. And everybody drink. Okay.
You want to hit this ranch?
This one's going to be tough.
Automatic first down.
Okay.
It's a little hard. It's a little hard to keep down.
Yeah, that was meaty. That one was meaty. And Bush up the middle, 10 yards. They're gonna spot it just short of. They're not gonna call a first down. It's just short of it, and it is spotted squarely on the 15-yard line. Oh, so yeah, when I went to Charlottesville, we stayed at a bed and breakfast that was just a couple miles north, and Diggs is going to hang on to that one. Brought down to the 5. It's a 9-yard gain. 1st and goal for Kebab Barkers with 36 seconds to go left in the third quarter. And so
we're
Yeah.
slow burning towards this cookout story.
It's really not that great of a story. It's just the fact that we drove past it to get into town. There was one on like the highway.
Basically, the milkshakes are every bit of the hype. They deliver on it, and then some. Also, as a pro tip, if you want to get more for your money, like more food for your money, get the quesadillas aside.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm impressed by the cookout tray. I will be going to one probably at the end of the month when I go down to North Carolina. For wrestling, I've got a booking, which is just kind of cool. And that's going to be the end of 3. It's 14-10, Mama Lugano's. And yes, all the Kebab Barkers fans holding up 4 fingers to remind the kids they're down by 4. That's really, really heartless of those parents. I need to start having those fours be about something different each time. Well, it's not going to be applicable because Graham Bush just rushes it right in for the touchdown.
Come on down, Graham Bush.
Yes, indeed. And with the extra point pending, it is up. It is good. It's 17-14. Kebab Barkers take the lead to start things off in the 4th quarter. So I love the cookout. If you have not heard of cookout, it's like I guess it was originally like a drive-in kind of gimmick. It's a fast food joint. They do like burgers, hot dogs, and barbecue and stuff like that. And I guess the big thing is you get the cookout tray. That's your thing. It's like $5 for a good amount of food. And you get 1 item and then 2 sides. And you can also add a shake, and they have like 50 different types of shakes, which are according to my my commentary partner right now, the shakes are outstanding. I've heard the similar things. And I would encourage you to go to the Cookout website and look at the menu for the tray, because in theory, you could get as your main item a quesadilla, and for your 2 sides, you can get 2 more quesadillas. To me, that's hilarious. I'm gonna pull up the website right now and just tell you some of the combinations you could get, because someone's done that.
Oh my god, this kind of sounds like back when Beef O'Brady's had like the batshit insane menu items that used to have. That I think it was like Every Day Should Be Saturday, like had an annual game where they try and guess like, is this a real Beef O'Brady's menu item?
That sounds
or is
amazing.
It fake?
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know what a Beef O'Brady's was, other than a bowl sponsor. Huge run by Carson Brown, 23 yards, going into Kebab Barker's territory on the 32-yard line. So when you go to, I'm gonna go ahead and link it. Here y'all go in the chat. It's just cookout.com, by the way, is their website. Cookout.com/menu. And you can see you get to choose something, and then you get to choose 2 sides or double up. And you can choose a beverage. So in theory, you can get chicken strips, and then you can get a side of chicken nuggets and a chicken wrap. You can just triple chicken it. You could get, let's see, I'm trying to find the other just absurd things. I like the idea you can get triple quesadilla. You can absolutely do quesadilla. Yeah, I just want to see someone go, yeah, I'll have a quesadilla. Okay, you get 2 sides. I'll do a quesadilla and 1 more quesadilla. And then just call to the back, hey, we got one of those assholes who ordered 3 quesadillas again. Okay.
Now is like the main course quesadilla, big quesadilla?
I
and
hope
the side
so.
Quesadilla?
I don't know. Oh, it's great. I can't wait to have... By the way, the beverage options are large drink, huge tea. Like, the size is called huge.
tea.
Huge tea sounds like a dude who's the bouncer at Cookout.
That really just sounds like Ahmed Johnson's WCW name if he went to like Japan.
It's like large... Here are the things. It says choose a beverage. Large drink, huge tea, bottle water, and I feel like it should just say a little asterisk in the bottom and say, you pansy. And then Coke/Cheerwine float. I've never had Cheerwine. I don't know if it's that good. I know Will loves it. Or fancy shake, add $1. I feel like, ooh, it's fancy.
I will just say this, like they are some very, very thick and dense milkshakes, so you
Could they be described as meaty?
Yes, and you
What's your
you may
go-to
want to
shake?
use a spoon for them to start off with until it kind of melts a bit.
What is your go-to shake?
Chocolate, because I'm very basic.
Ah, okay. It's one of those things where whenever I see Oreo as an option or cookies and cream as an option for a shake,
yes,
I will do that. Because I feel like there are few things that are as good in this world as an Oreo milkshake or a cookies and cream milkshake.
Oh my God! I rephrase. I retract my previous statement. Oreo, best.
Yes, but they have a lot of, as you can see on the site. It's amazing. Kebab Barker's moving forward. They are on their own 43. 2:06 to go in this game. And that's going to be a huge first down by Graham Bush, 11 yards, down to the 45. And they may very well be looking to do, basically kind of take this clock down. Mama Lugano's are now out of timeouts. We are down to 2 minutes. I believe a first down should do it now for Kebab Barker's, if I'm not wrong.
Oh my goodness, and a loss for Mama Lugano's here. We're going to be talking about it all day tomorrow with papers.
Yep, all these kids, yeah, they're not gonna want to get the papers, because there's gonna be a lot of hot takes in those papers. I'm sorry, I'm just also distracted by the cookout menu. I gotta close this. And that's incomplete. Not sure why you'd throw it. Carlton Nugent with the tackle. That's Garth Diggs' is actually his first incomplete pass. Impressive for the kid, but he's also only thrown 6 times for 36 yards. You know, both teams are 2-1, but I think this would be an upset. I think because Mama Lugano's came in with all this fanfare, and we know that Mama Lugano's are the known commodity. We know they were very good last season. I think Kebab Barkers are kind of the surprise here. I think that might be a mild upset. Like, I'm looking at... Let me look at the Foreign Legion last year. Kebab Barkers were 3-7. And it looks like they're basically going to go ahead and they're going to punt this ball. So I think they're going to have to just take this one all the way down to about 3 seconds. I don't know why they're passing. These kids and coaches are dumb as hell. Mama Lugano's 7-4. They had a bowl movement as well. I believe they lost in their bowl movement. No, they did not. They beat Tremor's Pizza in the Tucson Dehydration Bowl. And there's going to be the punt. It's going to dribble out of bounds with a second to go. This will be the last play of the game. Mama Lugano's have one chance. They've only got one shot. Do not give it. I already fucked it up. Damn it.
This opportunity only comes once in a lifetime.
Exactly. And Carson Brown's got it. There's no time on the clock. He's going to chuck it downfield. And it was deflected. The game is over. Kebab Barkers.
Come on down. You're the first winner of tonight's rivalry doubleheader.
Yes, they are the winners. And you can see how excited these kids are. The crowd at the Muni are going nuts. They have taken the Mountain Dew bottle, half filled with Mountain Dew, half filled with tobacco spit, that nobody wanted to touch because it was left in the bleachers for a month. They are touching it. Their hands are all over it. I think they're treating it like the Stanley Cup. Some of the kids are taking sips off of it, and they're vomiting on the field. That's gross.
That's so disgusting.
That's huge. Kebab Barkers have matched their wins from last year. They finished 1-6 in conference, 3-7 overall. They are already 3-1. What a turnaround. Mama Lugano's drop to 2-2. The final score, Kebab Barkers 17, Mama Lugano's 14. And we're going to go ahead and get things going right away to our second half of our doubleheader. It's a big one. It's one we saw last season as well. It's a storied rivalry, storied as far as last season. It is Francois Creperie taking on Danish Lou's Chutney House. Danish Lou's one of the 4 undefeated teams in South Tucson youth football after non-conference play. They are 3-0 in the Foreign Legion. They got a home opener in conference play. Let's take a look at these stats, by the way. Graham Bush, 90 yards and a touchdown. Carson Brown, look at that. Got a touchdown. Not a lot of yards overall. Bash Brothers, pretty good on defense. Jermaine Good, also solid on defense. Graham Bush, I think, player of the game there. But just a solid defensive effort by Kebab Barkers to lock it down and to really stop the high impact, high octane offense of Mama Lugano's. And let's go ahead. Oh, great! These guys are like right at the top. Perfect. All right, without further ado, just get right to our second game. It is Danish Lou's Chutney House versus Francois Creperie. In their meeting last season, they met in Week 10. Danish Lou's Chutney House were the winners away from home against Francois Creperie. 14-7 was that final score. Neither team really had a great season. Both finished with below 500 records. Danish Lou's 4-6. Francois Creperie 3-7. Bit different so far. Right now, Francois Creperie 2-1. Danish Lou's 3-0. And of course, Danish Lou's winning this last season means that they are currently the holders of the 20-year-old Sony Walkman that makes everyone feel old. And that rivalry trophy will be up for grabs in this second half of our doubleheader in the Foreign Legion. The 20-year-old Sony Walkman that makes everyone feel old. And Blinky, it's one of those trophies that, you know, you're just proud to hold up. The kids don't understand what it is. The parents look at it and go, how the hell do you not know what this is? What do you think we listened to music on before you had your iPods? They call them iPods. They don't understand their iPods. They're iPods in South Tucson.
And the only tape inside this Sony Walkman is 69 Boys' very first album. Had songs like Tootsie Roll and Let Me Ride That Donkey.
Yes, that they do. And the parents just insist the Tootsie Roll song is about candy. Just about the candies. Big Brother got the keys and I got Francis. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. You didn't even need to tell me. I got that. Big Brother got the keys and I got Francois Creperie. Yes! Oh, Candace just made my friggin' day with that. That's beautiful. Oh, huge Ben Folds mark. All right, I'd like to know who you guys got in this one as well. Meanwhile, let's go to Star Watch, brought to you tonight by Wall to Wall Salve. Literally, the walls are covered in salve. If you need an ointment, don't waste your time with various pastes and creams and ointments. If you need relief, better call Salve. Thanks to Roll for that one. That's outstanding. Better call Salve. There were so many other Salve jokes that I couldn't think of anymore. We made a bunch of them, and I love them. People like the Chutney. They like Danish Lou's. Someone's got... Roll does love the Francois Creperie. Let's talk about the two teams in Star Watch. First, you're undefeated. 3-0. Danish Lou's Chutney House. On the left, that is linebacker Harvey Gack. And their two-star players did not make picture day. Missing from pictures is defensive lineman Credgeton Duplex and wide receiver Oblivious Newscaster. On the other side of the football, we have, oh my god, we have three-star players who all made picture day. We'll go right to left here. For Francois Creperie, on the right, that is linebacker that is in the middle, that is linebacker Doo-Doo Pamper. Doo-Doo Pamper. On the right, that is running back Glendrell Splendid. I think that's a real name of someone. I think that's someone's real name. I think we saw that. We're like, we have to keep that one. And on the left, of course, with a name like this, he has to play for Francois Creperie. It's Chrysandro Williams. Chrysandro Williams, spelled like croissant, but Chrysandro. And yes, they of course are playing for the coveted 20-year-old Sony Walkman that makes everyone feel old. A lot of people like these. A lot of people like the Chutney House. A lot of people like the Chutney House. Yeah, for whatever reason, they don't always show the star players. That's why. So it looks like, based on that, it looks like you're looking at Danish lose. It shows the punter and the free safety because the 2-star players that have the similar stats are like the wide receiver and like a lineman. So I guess they don't choose for that one. Who do you like, Blinky, in this one?
Oh, I gotta tell you, Danish lose. His actual Danish heritage may be very, very, very questionable, but there is no questioning, of course, how well his team has gotten out of the gates. I think Danish lose are going to run the undefeated record of 4 games and take back that Sony Walkman.
Oh, they currently possess it. I think they don't want to give it up. I think your point stands, but I was gonna on top of that say they don't want to give up that Walkman, especially since I think the cassette tape that's in there is kind of stuck, and they don't want to give it up because it might be an embarrassing tape that if their team sees it, they'd surely be made fun of at school for it. So let's go ahead and we got there's a helicopter overhead. Oh god, that's got to be Corso, isn't it? Oh, it's Corso.
Oh, Corso's pick is in.
He is jumped from the helicopter. Oh my god, he has jumped from the helicopter. He's okay. Well, at least he has a parachute. He's got a parachute, and the parachute is deployed, and it's the Norwegian flag. It's neither of these teams. Oh man. Oh, you know what? He probably means Danish Lou. He probably thinks that's Denmark. He's got to be going for Danish Lou's on this one, right? I think.
Right.
But the colors, the Norwegian flag is red, white, and blue, like France. You know what? I think Lee Corso's drunk. Let's go down to the music. You are looking live at Municipal Field number 98 in downtown South Tucson, Arizona for the second half of our doubleheader in the Foreign Legion. One of 4 remaining undefeated teams in South Tucson Youth Football's fall 2016 season. Danish Lou's Chutney House have their Foreign Legion home opener.
Guys, holy shit. I found a Botabots underneath the commentary. Oh shit, it is Christmas up in this motherfucker.
Nice.
Bust this bad boy open.
And Oblivious Newscaster returns it for 21 yards to get things started for Danish Lou's Chutney House, who have the ball in their home jerseys. Red uniforms, red helmets, white pants. Taking on basically the all-white uniforms with blue accents and blue helmets of Francois Creperie. Danish Lou's going left to right on your radio dial. Oh, the ball is loose. The ball is fumbled. Oh. Francois Creperie have it off the first play.
You don't want to turn the ball over. You don't want to do that.
Oh no. What are you huffing?
No, this is it's bot swine. It's a whole Botabots. I don't know who put it under there, but whoever did is a
It's like it looks like the box of Joes you get from Dunkin' Donuts, but it just says box of wine. Like BOXAWYNE. It's all one word.
I think this is.
I think I just came up with a new sponsor. I'm gonna write that down on the NASCAR document.
Cabernet
Sauvignon.
Didn't he used to play in South Tucson like a while back?
This is his wine. Are you okay?
Good. This is delicious. Oh boy!
And Glendrell splendid with a 5-yard catch. And Francois Creperie already have solid field position. Oh boy, everything's hilarious. By the way, you are of course listening to us on 89.3 FM, The Boat, also being heard live on AM 1400, The Growler. And if you were watching us, if you are watching this game on South Tucson Local Access Channel number 22, oh man, then you are hearing us simulcast on Local Access Channel 22. And that was Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin.
That shit.
Connor Lilly with a reception.
Watered down bullshit. I'd rather get some crisp bourbon.
Francois Creperie, since they have the ball now after that. Oh, Keenan Copeland, first incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10, but they are moving. They're on the 13-yard line.
Does Andres Galarraga still play for Francois Creperie?
I don't think he ever did. Copeland back to pass. Nice catch. Just beats his defender. Glendrell Splendid is tackled just short of the goal line. Denied of the touchdown. Ball is spotted on the 2-yard line. I guess he got the knee down earlier than it looked like. It's 1st and goal for Francois Creperie. And their offensive playbook. Ed Kane in with the touchdown. And Francois Creperie. That's got to be Kane. And he puts Francois Creperie on the board to get things started. 6-0 extra point happening right now. Kick is up and good. Francois Creperie take a huge advantage of that turnover. That fumble from the very first play. And now Danish Lose get the ball for the second time. And Oblivious Newscaster, an 18-yard return on that one.
They just gotta not turn the ball over this time.
True.
It's as simple as that.
By the way, Francois Creperie had the air raid offensive playbook. Danish Lose Chutney House, as we mentioned the last time, have what's called run and shoot. And quarterback's gonna hang on to this one, and he's brought down. Philip Higdon brought down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss by Doo-Doo Pamper. A tackle from a Doo-Doo Pamper. Doo-Doo Pamper is totally a Tracy Morgan reference, because Doo-Doo Pamper is totally a line that I think that he says.
I'm Brian Fella.
An Oblivious Newscaster, 10-yard catch. Yo, that newscaster's oblivious. With the Doo-Doo Pamper.
That's a very good impersonation of
No, it's
Kenan
not.
Thompson, my friend.
Oh, Kenan Thompson doing the... Yeah.
Lord, I need another cup of this.
I don't know if you're just being racist or being mean or being funny or what.
It's good wine.
And pitch play, Higdon gets hit. And Robbie Heron, 2 yards, gets the first down. But there was a heck of a hit on the quarterback. Higdon has taken some damage in this one. Still on their half of the field. Out of the shotgun. Hands off to Heron. He is tackled just short of the first down marker, 10 yards. They're going to give him, but the spot is still 2nd inches.
Oh, man. I just thought of something funny, and then I forgot it like 5 seconds later, man.
Oh, boy. Heron threw with another first down, 7 yards.
You should try it. It's a box of wine.
I see it. It says right there, box of wine.
It's made of all natural ingredients like grapes, alcohol.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
More grapes.
It's made from all the ingredients like grapes and alcohol. I don't know. That catch is made by Oblivious Newscaster. 16 yards and a first down for Danish Lose. They're trying to answer quickly.
Back in my days in college, I caught a newscaster lady completely oblivious.
Oh no! Oblivious Newscaster's hurt on that play. Oh, that's not good. We'll have to get a report. If that I understand that the child is crying, wants his mother, and is being told to rub some dirt on it, and that he's okay. But it does not look okay after that one. Wally Cole for a yard on that one. That's the backup running back for Danish Lose.
That kid's got a whole cup of box of wine waiting for him. It's a good anesthetic.
Looks like it might be an ankle injury. We'll have to find out later when we get the report. Wally Cole up the middle. Oh, takes a big pop, but 12 yards and 1st and goal for Danish Lose. They are answering in an emphatic way after giving the ball up on their first play from their first possession. And Francois Creperie made him pay for it by coming back with a short field and getting the touchdown. Higdon takes the corner, and he's brought down for a gain of 5, 2nd and goal. And they are now inside the 5-yard line. Ball on the 3 to be exact.
Did I ever tell you that Francois spelled backwards is C.O. Canard?
Yes, and Mitchell Tidwell with a catch in the end zone, touchdown. Nearly caught that one outside of the end zone, but definitely the feet were in. made the catch, made the turn, got the ball back in, and that ball was a little off target, but Tidwell did a great job bringing that one in. Danish lose. Extra point is good. They have tied this game up with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Huge response by Danish lose.
If this were a soccer match with France or Denmark or something, it would be the absolute drizzling shits. Not just because there's a great disparity in the national talent pool between both teams at the highest levels, with France being a multi-time World Cup champion and Denmark kind of being a midfielder in UEFA, but also soccer is fucking shit.
I was waiting for the punchline. I really was. I feel like now is as good a time as any to remind you that League of Atrocities will be returning to IRM, which I understand is picked up the South Tucson Youth Football. So there are people outside of South Tucson who are possibly hearing my voice. That's a huge sack by Harvey Gack. A sack from Gack. And Francois Creperie Francois Creperie's quarterback found himself physically challenged on that play. 2nd and 18. That's a huge loss, and they are pinned back.
Harvey Gack,
but they make the play. Cassandra Williams, 11-yard catch, brings it up to 3rd and 7. And these are the kind of plays you got to run. It makes an all-important 3rd and 7, so you don't just you know, I was going to bring up the point that Timid Donut made, that Denmark did win Euro 1992 and that Denmark really was like a strong team in the early to mid-90s. It's going to be the end of one. It's tied at 7.
You know who else had a really strong team in the early and mid-90s? That would be the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they just kind of let that one dude go because he was a bit of a jerk. Just like my last line of employment, they just see me as some kind of egomaniac, and that's why they don't give me no job security. See some hitting out there.
Still first down.
This is getting a little awkward, but all right. Yeah. Starting things off here in the second quarter. Francois Creperie on a 1st and 10 from their own 48. Lot of time to throw, and he's gonna air it out. Oh, it's batted down. Keenan Copeland gonna be very glad that the defender had no interest in intercepting that, because there was not a receiver in sight.
I love football.
And that's gonna be Anton's slaughter, or if you read it the other way, Anton's laughter. An 11-yard catch, his first of the game.
Anton's laughter.
You want the innocent laughter of a child? That's Anton's laughter. Or if you want the vicious slaughter of a child, then Anton's slaughter, who catches it again for 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Keenan Copeland moving this team downfield, trying to retake the lead. That was Harvey Gack on the tackle last play. They're going to hand it off. Oh, and they read the play perfectly. Glendrell, splendid tackle in the backfield. That's Harvey Gack yet again. Man, Francois Creperie have no answer for Gack.
What even is Gack? I know is it a football player? Is it like a sludge?
Copeland gets nothing but space to run in. 15 yards. He's going to be inside the 20. And Francois Creperie are in the red zone yet again. Their last trip to the end zone, the red zone, ended up in a touchdown. And they are looking to fake the handoff. Keeper Copeland brought down for no gain. Harvey Gack again. Look at that stat line. 7 tackles, 1 sack. And it's not even halfway through the second quarter. Harvey Gack is dominating on defense, but still, it's not a one-man team. Francois Creperie, slow handoff. Devin Cotton with a 5-yard loss in the backfield, and guess who again? Harvey Gack, 8th tackle.
He's all over the place.
I don't know what sort of drugs they pumped in that child's bloodstream, but Harvey Gack, the Gack parents are going to be proud tonight. Devin Cotton lost a 4 on that one. That was a gang tackle on that one. Not really going to give it to any one person in particular. And it's suddenly 4th and 19. And it's no man's land, really. Look at that. It's too far for a field goal. It's too close to punt.
Just fucking throw it in.
They are going to go for it. They're going to air it out. It's caught! Cassandra Williams in the end zone. Touchdown, Francois Creperie. What a play. 28 yards, end zone. Just has enough time. Cassandra turns on the Jets.
But I love football a lot.
Gets his defender twisted like the dough of his namesake. And Cassandra Williams gets the touchdown. Extra points good. 14-7, Francois Creperie. What a game we have going.
Oh, go Nordic, come on.
Jimmy Robertson returning that
Nordic.
one. Which means that Oblivious Newscaster still not back yet. That's going to be a serious blow to Danish lose. I don't think we even saw any sort of... I don't think we have any of that. I don't think we saw the injury report on Oblivious Newscaster. That's a real concern for Danish Loose Chutney House. He was making so many big plays and then limped off the field, crying, asking for his mother. Not sure if he's currently in the car, recovering. Philip Higdon brought down for a gain of 2, 3rd and 8, with 2:11 to go in the second quarter.
He just needs to relax and let the healing process take over, and also probably needs his parents to go give him a big sip of
Big
this.
deflection by McMillan. It's 4th and 8, and that's a 3 and out for the Chutney House. Danish lose, bringing out the punt unit. And man, you can see they're a different team when Oblivious Newscaster is not out there as an option, as a threat. And Antoine Church taking to Church. Big hit. And we're seeing some of the big plays of Harvey Gack, who even though his team is losing, he has been a one-man army, just annihilating the Francois Creperie offense. Did you see one of those hits? Or was that the hit on the return?
That's the hit on the return. That was awesome.
It was great. Just a kid bullying another kid on the football field where it can't be disproved of, rather. Glendrell Splendid. Loss of 1, and Francois Creperie take their first timeout with 1:47 to go.
This is smart. Oh boy, I think I may have had too much. I'll be right back.
Okay, that was thrown out of bounds. 3rd and 11, and you got to imagine Francois Creperie would like to hang on to the ball for the rest of the half, but they kind of want to. I think they might want to just try to get another score before halftime. And that's a huge play. Cassandra Williams, 43 yards down the right side. That's similar to the play that led to their last touchdown. They're in the red zone again. Ball on the 15-yard line. They're going to try to get in the end zone for a second time. Going to the left side. Glendrell Splendid, no gain on that one. Gets out of bounds, stopping the clock. 1 timeout to go for Francois Creperie. 1:33 left. And they are suddenly not interested in burning clock as much anymore. They're going to hand it off again. Splendid, 3 yards up the middle, 3rd and 7.
Oh my God.
What a play. Cassandra Williams is making a claim for player of this game.
Whoa,
so far.
I overdid it on the wine. I'm sorry, dude.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a box of wine. I mean, you don't see that every day. Dumping it off to Glendrell Splendid. Gets the first down and out of bounds. 1:09 to go in the first half. It's 1st and goal for Francois Creperie. Thanks to Glendrell Splendid. And the ball's on the 30-yard line. And, well, it's going to take Harvey Gack and some other Gack-like performances to get Oh, they go in. Keenan Copeland with the keeper, rushes it in. 3-yard touchdown. Francois Creperie up by 13. Huge play to close out. I was going to say to close out the first half, but there's still 1:06 to go. Danish Lou still going to have a lot of time to try to answer. It's 21-7. Francois Creperie over Danish Lou's Chutney House.
Danish Lou's is in big trouble, and no, that's not just because where they found out where Danish Lou's is actually from.
Oh, they're gonna get help with a penalty flag. So time to take a hit off of this ranch dressing, which has been gotten down to room temperature or perhaps higher because it's warmer.
Room temperature ranch is never really a smart play, and it's never a smart play to take a face masking penalty with 1 minute left to go in the half.
Not at all. They're going to dump it off. Short play there, short yardage. Robbie Heron, the running back, takes that one 8 yards to the 42. Clock has stopped. And they're going to take their first timeout. Danish Lou's. With 54 seconds to go after a couple-yard loss. 3rd and 5 now. And that's a good point brought up in the chat. That another penalty flag on. Let's see what's called on this time.
Defense.
It is on Francois Creperie, but it's on MJ Matthews. That's going to be a huge movement. Downfield, it's now on the 31-yard line. They're still not in field goal range, but Danish Lou's is not interested in that. They are absolutely looking for the touchdown for the end zone. Nice play to Patrick Morales. 8-yard catch, 2nd and 2. They call their second timeout. 48 seconds left. Ball is on the 22-yard line, or 23, excuse me. And a good point was made earlier that if it weren't for Higdon is brought down in the back for a loss of 1. Kevin Carlton with that sack. That if they didn't fumble on their very first play of this game from scrimmage, then we'd be looking at a 1-score game. They'd be looking to tie it up here. Jamal Davison with another sack. 4th and 5. It looks like it might be too far for a field goal, but these kids might try it. Nope, they're going to go for it. 27 seconds to go. They're certainly going to hang on. I got to imagine they're going to hang on to this one until like it can be the last play of the half. You got to try to get to the end zone, take a shot at it, let the clock die down. We're down to under 7 seconds. 6, 5. They'll probably snap it in just a moment. Yep, with 2 seconds to go. And it's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
So it would have been a turnover on downs. But Danish Lou's unable to capitalize on a couple of untimely penalties from Francois Creperie. The Creperie are up by 14, 21-7 in this rivalry game in the Foreign Legion. Of course, as always, our halftime is brought to you by Nissan. Be sure to test drive the all-new 2017 Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8, but uncomfortably doesn't fit any of your stuff in the trunk because it's seating that many people. And, of course, South Tucson Youth Football would not be possible without some of the wonderful local sponsors all around the town of South Tucson. Some of you know, like, You Need a Clown. Guess what? You need a clown. You may think you don't, but you need a clown. Come on, you need a clown. Look.
Folks, times have been tough for clowns lately, and right now, more than ever, you definitely need a clown in your life.
America needs a clown. Like, for patriotism, you should be patronizing You Need a Clown, because the country needs the innocent laughter of a flower that squirts water. We've got a warehouse literally filled to the brim with clowns. They're kind of laying kind of woven style, like you'd kind of like, they're laying as if you were making like the lattice on top of a pie. We just got clowns upon clowns on clowns on clowns in a warehouse downtown on Albany Avenue.
If your dad
downtown
left you
South
and your
Tucson.
mom to live with his secretary, then you need a clown.
Exactly. There are so many situations in which a clown would be wonderful and make your life so much better. If you could have gotten a bad test score, you need a clown. You could have found out that your pet died. Well, you need a clown. You could find out that you need to knock on every door in your neighborhood and inform the neighbors of who you are and what your history is. Well, then you definitely need a clown. Trust me, you probably do.
You probably are one.
You probably are one anyway. Well, you know what? You need another clown because you'll need a friend. All I'm saying is we got a warehouse full of clowns that are waiting to do your bidding. It's not slavery. They're just being rented out. You're paying them. That's why it's not slavery. It's not even indentured servitude. They just show up. By the way, just a reminder, we got a lot of calls for Tony and Paul's child escort service. We are not affiliated with them at You Need a Clown. That's their thing. We kind of put a nice wedge. We do share the warehouse, but that is totally their thing. Yeah, come on down to the warehouse on Albany Avenue if you need a clown. I didn't want to stop that one. That was just fun to keep going. I don't care if we are a minute into the half. The clown lattice. What the hell is the least popular? The most least popular being clown meat. Well, that's what happens when the clowns aren't as funny. All the clowns with the bad reviews get sold for meat. They get harvested.
It's what happens to juggalos who aren't down with the clown.
Yes, it's what happens to the not needed clowns. Oh my God! I just saw. The meat clown is awful. I don't like it. I'm closing that out. I don't want to see that.
Oh no, that's unnerving.
And Danish Loose Chutney House with the football. Have it back after holding Francois Creperie to no score here early in the second half. That's a huge catch by Wyatt Bellamy, 9 yards. And Danish Loose trying to make something happen here in the third quarter. They're on the opponent's 40-yard line. They're on the Francois Creperie 40. It's 1st and 10. Higdon out of the shotgun. He's got a wide open receiver. It's Patrick Morales, gets 8 yards and is just shoved to the ground by that bully of a defender. Very nicely done, Jamal Davison. You can tell he's been practicing by shoving kids into lockers, just blindsiding them in the halls between classes. He's a big boy wide receiver. That is Morales.
Big boy.
He's a big kid.
We got big kids. We got good kids.
Got good kids. And nice catch and a first down. Wyatt Bellamy, 5 yards. Made that catch before the bit of a screen pass, I guess. It was kind of only like about a 1 yard gain, but got them all after the reception, rather. And that's the thing, the Antoine Church with the tackle. And this is Danish Lou's got to really kind of put the pedal to the metal here. The rivalry trophy is in their possession. Robbie Heron up the middle for 5 yards. That's a good one for 2nd and 5. Going to bring him down to the 25-yard line, I believe, or maybe the
Danish Lose is at risk of not only losing the Walkman, but also the 69 Boys mixtape that is contained within. This is an important game, and they cannot lose this.
That's the cassette tape that's stuck in there. Yeah, it's stuck in there. They're going to lose that too, and that wasn't part of the trophy. They just can't get it out.
What can I say? These people that had this old Sony Walkman were really into the Miami bass scene back in the mid-'90s.
Huge first down by Daniel Loose Chutney House. Higdon's going to get a yard on that one, kept it himself. 2nd and 9, and Danish Loose 3-0. They don't want to lose that 3-0. That'd be just an absolutely detrimental start to their conference play. Higdon, they want to assert themselves. They had an awesome non-conference performance. They want to just assert themselves and start things off strong. You know, they only get 7 games in conference. It's not a lot of chances to slip up. And the committee is watching.
They ain't played nobody that mattered.
Perhaps not. We'll have to take a look at that. Higdon back. The pass has an open lane. Oh, he's tripped up. Oh, What an important tackle by Kevin Carlton, saving a touchdown, forcing the field goal unit to come out. We're looking at about a 25-yard field goal. This should be very makeable, but again, no gimmies in South Tucson. The kick is up and good. Danish Luz put 3 on the board. It's 21-10, but you got to feel like they could have gotten a touchdown on that one.
Catching up with field goals when the other team is scoring touchdowns is a hell of a way to lose a football game.
Yes, you lose by 4 every time it happens. Glendrell Splendid bringing that one out of the off the return, 17 yards. And Francois Creperie. Now, there is an entire quarter to play and 58 seconds left to go in the third. Is it time for Francois Creperie to start kind of taking the air to this football? I mean, that seems so unlike their style. Khalil Sands, the big 14-yard catch, his first of the game. And Francois Creperie are so reliant on throwing the ball that maybe that's not a good. Maybe they don't want it. They just want to keep the high octane speed game going.
It doesn't seem like Danish Luz defense right now has the energy to keep up this high tempo up Francois Creperie.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
They do not. And Glendrell Splendid taking down that one. And honestly, if I'm Francois Creperie, I'm taking this. Oh, they got the playoff. I was going to say I'll take this down to the 4th quarter. Nice catch. Oh, stays in bounds. Connor Lilly doing a little tiptoe to stay in bounds to make the catch. It's 3rd and 4. With 8 seconds to go, they might be taking this to the quarter, make this the last play of the quarter. I think it will be at this point. A lot of time for Copeland. Oh, he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 6. It's 4th and 11 and the end of 3. Danish Luz. Looks like they're going to get this football back, and they want to try to close the gap. 2 touchdowns will do it, but Francois Creperie enjoy the lead by 11, 21-10 at this moment. And it looks like the punt unit's going to come out. That punt's going to be taken all the way back at the 30, so that might give Danish Luz Chutney House. Oh, look, he completely just shanks it. Oh, that kid's going to feel stupid. And Danish Luz are going to have it on their own 40. So that punt maybe got him a gain of about 15 yards.
All on the line here. Danish Luz Chutney House needs to have big stops. We haven't seen Harvey Gack as impactful in the second half as he was to close out the first.
Very true.
We're on offense now, and they've got to make some big plays and get back into this game, and they cannot settle for field goals.
Yeah, it's incredibly important, and that's going to be a huge turn. And Heron, 14 yards, took a couple of pops, took a couple of hits short of the first down marker, just turned that corner and turned the Jets up, got the first down, moved the chains. The ball is now on the Francois Creperie 40. Out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, and that throw is completely off target and out of bounds. Oh, the Paul Finequad phone lines are already lighting up. I'm looking at the other side of the room where the switchboard is for that, and the calls are just already off the hook. Like, we've taken the phone off the hook, so like people are just trying to call and nothing's happening. Morales, 4-yard catch, 3rd and 6. Danish Luz. This is an important 3rd down. There's not much time left. They gotta do something. Out of the shotgun. Oh, it's incomplete. Max Watkins breaking up that play, and I think it's no man's land. Anyway, you gotta go for it on 4th either way. They did not go for it to end. They did not convert to end the half, but again, it didn't lead to any sort of problems because it was the end of the half. But this, however, is going to be a turnover. A 3-yard catch, couldn't stay in bounds. Wyatt Bellamy and Francois Creperie have this football, and this is, I mean, this might be a collapse for Danish Luz Chutney House. This is not a very good performance in the second half for a 3-0 team. Huge. Oh, just deflected, just tipped. They went for the long ball to really put a silencer on this crowd. And Francois Creperie now have the ball on their own 33-yard line. Copeland.
It's really flirting with disaster because Eric Pitt can go the other way and put Chutney House back in this game.
Well, it wasn't the long ball. but it was 16 yards. And it's a first down for Francois Creperie. Huge play there. They are now on the 50-yard line. And I got to say, the camera's catching a lot of very sad Danish lose fans. You know, they wanted to hang on to the Walkman. Glendrell Splendid brought down for no gain. May not be over just yet. 3:27 is a lifetime. But Francois are already going to let this clock start to run out. Force Danish lose to use their timeouts. Glendrell Splendid, 4 yards up the middle, 3rd and 6. And at this point, even if they punt, it's going to be such a... They're going to just pin them so far back.
It's gonna be bad.
It is. It's starting to look pretty bleak for Danish lose. This is a pivotal 3rd down play for Francois Creperie. You can almost say that if they get this first down, the game is effectively over. I mean, you're down 2 scores. You got to make this stop. Copeland throws it. It's incomplete. Had a receiver open, but nothing. And the punt unit's going to come back. We'll see how far this is going to be. Ball is on the 47-yard line. That ball is going to dribble all the way back and out of bounds at the 25. So Danish lose have to go 75 yards the length of the field to get a touchdown. And they got 2:04 to do it. And then they still got to hopefully recover an onside kick. So let's see if Danish lose have some magic in these last 2 minutes. They dump it off short. Heron, and there's a flag on the play that's going to stop the clock. Oh, this is not the time you want to make errors. Danish lose had this happen, or Francois Creperie had this happen to end the first half. They were just a couple of face masks back to back. Luckily for Francois Creperie, they did not have to pay for that. Danish lose ended up unable to score to end the half, but their backs are against the wall. They are getting desperate.
Really getting desperate, and yeah, I honestly don't know the way that Chutney has been playing that they can run this one back. They've got to dig deep.
And it's not looking good. That was an incomplete pass as well. It's 2nd and 10, but again, these incompletes stop the clock, which at least is something. But you gotta make these plays. That's a huge catch, a big catch for 21 yards by Wyatt Bellamy. And, of course, the first down momentarily stops the clock. 1:50 to go. Once the ball is spotted, then the clock will resume. Out of the shotgun again. Higdon thrown down. It's incomplete again. Looking for... I didn't see who he was looking for on that one. 1:43. Ball is on the 36-yard line. Danish lose down by 11. Trying to put together a touchdown drive with some time to spare. Oh, and Higdon had no time at all. He is sacked by Kevin Carlton, his 2nd sack of the game. And, of course, his parents reward him for his sacks by getting him a sack from White Castle. A sack of 10 from White Castle. He's got 20 little rat burgers waiting for him tonight.
That's what's going to keep him fed. It's going to keep him hungry. It's going to keep him
on the toilet. And huge overthrown. Stephen McMillan stopping that play.
That makes it 4th and long.
It's not looking good for Danish lose Chutney House. 4th and 18. They have to go for it. Higdon, a lot of time. Throws it. It's tipped. Almost picked off. It's a turnover either way. But what on earth was that play? Just galloped back up to the line of scrimmage after taking such a far drop back. And Francois Creperie can effectively end this game. Again, Chutney have all 3 of their timeouts. They're going to force one of them. It's 2nd and inches. Danish lose used their first timeout. Minute 12 to go. Not looking good for one of the 4 remaining undefeateds in South Tucson. They get the first down. Glendrell Splendid did not have a lot to do. 6 rushes for 7 yards. It's been Kevin Copeland. or Keenan Copeland, excuse me, Keenan Copeland. Devin Cotton is going to rush that one up the middle for another first down, and that will bring an end to this game. Effectively, they're going to kneel it out. Francois Creperie Copeland has been an outstanding player. I think he's probably the player of the game at this point.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
A lot of sad Chutney fans in the crowd. The cameras are focusing on him. We got him on our monitors right now. Oh,
the Surrender Cobras are out in full force.
They sure are, and I guess the flavored chutney for tomorrow will be sadness at Danish Lou's. Danish Lou himself is going to punch somebody, and we got to hope it's not one of these kids. Game is over. Danish Lou's are the first of the 4 undefeateds in Week 4 rivalry to fall. They lose to Francois Creperie 21-10. Francois Creperie win the rivalry game. They now have possession of the 20-year-old Sony Walkman that makes everybody feel old. The esteemed trophy of this esteemed rivalry game. Your final score: Francois Creperie 21, Danish Lou's Chutney House 10.
Kids are going to be partying all night long with that 20-year-old Sony Walkman. They're going to be introduced to only the finest of mid-90s rap.
They're going to basically be introduced to the 69 Boys because that's the tape that's stuck in there and they can't get it out. But nonetheless, that is going to bring an end to our doubleheader tonight. I'm going to see what I can do about getting the... I'm going to try my darndest to get the highlight video up and running. I got to write some jokes for that first. So I'll just call a spade a shovel here. Got to write some jokes. Because I haven't written that part yet, and I haven't finished editing it yet. But so this might be a little delayed to get up there. Let's take a look at some of the stars of the game. Mitchell Tidwell had a touchdown for Danish Lou's. Look at that. Harvey Gack, 10 tackles. No, he had more than 1 sack. I swear, he had more than 1 sack. We saw that. Kevin Carlton had 2 and 6 tackles and forced a fumble. Keenan Copeland, look at that stat line. 21 for 26, 182 yards. 2 touchdowns total. I believe those are both rushing touchdowns for Keenan Copeland, I think. And yeah, that's a huge, huge win. That's a statement win for Francois Creperie. They have made their intentions known. They want to be.
They've come to play.
They have come to play here in.
And there is nothing more intense than rivalry week.
Oh, I love it, and I can't wait for more rivalry week. We don't know what the games are going to be. We got a lot of games we could be looking at. I'm sorry, I just saw the Galarraga thing you posted. That's outstanding. That makes me really happy.
Okay, so that deserves it deserves a little context. So there is a baseball game for the SNES called Super Batter Up, and it's basically what RBI Baseball. It's a straight up sequel to RBI Baseball without being called that. Anyway, sometimes they have to like shorten players' names if they're ridiculously long. Andres Galarraga falls into one of those categories. You know, big like 6'7" Venezuelan dude that absolutely fucking mashed balls back in his prime. I think he hit one like right out of Miami Stadium once. This was back when he was with the Expos, and they shortened his name to Glarg, Glrrg.
Glarg.
Glarg.
Glarg. So that's gonna I love that. That's gonna be it from us tonight here on 89.3 FM The Bone, AM 1400 The Growler, and thank you for watching. If you saw us on Local Access Channel 22, oh man. If you saw the game, you heard us. You didn't see us, but you saw the game. Lots of other rivalry games. Not sure. We got the flex schedule going on. We're either gonna see some of the games like Autopsies by Candace versus Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. Kathy's Country Cookin' versus Diddler's Family Restaurant is on the slate, possibly. Binging Texan versus Pablo's Roadside Tacos, one of the other undefeateds. Pablo's, we saw them last week. They looked pretty darn good, beating Hacking Jeans. Welders of the Universe versus Horse Pussy Saloon. Both those teams are 2-1. But again, remember the run that Welders went on last season. CTE versus Moist Adventures. And, of course, Hootenannies versus You Need a Clown are some of the games you might be keeping. We'll see when we'll be on. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. keep an eye out. I'm going to do my darndest to get this highlight video done and out before week 4 video goes up on YouTube, so there'll be a little bit of a delay if you want to check this out on YouTube. Thank you as always. The links are below. Our Twitter, if you haven't followed us already on Twitter, our YouTube channel, etc., etc. Thank you, of course, to Blinky for joining us. As always, you're always it's always a blast having you here because you can make the college football jokes that I don't always get. The Paul Fine Quad show is next. Oh God, AM 1210, the Glurg. It's outstanding. It's a Montreal Sports Network. Nice. Until anything else you gotta say, and before we call it a night.
For once, I got nothing.
I was to say it's okay if you don't.
I got nothing. Smash Mouth should not be a 13th seed in the shit Twitter account tournament 3-point.
I gotta find the link to that because I couldn't read the bracket, but it's gonna just make me sad, I think. Anyway, yeah, so that's gonna be it for us. Thank you as always. Until then, I'm Brian. This has been South Tucson Youth Football. We'll see you next time. Good night, South Tucson.